Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Matt Mccallum. He's now 6-3 with one knockout, and it's fight week. He's fighting Patrick Mendy over 10 rounds, and yes, glad to get you back on, mate. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, always a pleasure. Thanks, Sam.
And before we get into the fight, I think I had you on before the Reynolds fight, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
And talk us about that fight. The scorecard was 96-94 to Jordan, but you felt hard done by that night.
What did you think?
If I'm honest, I had you 7-3 up.
7-3. Yeah, I had myself 6-4. Watching it back, it was close.
Mm.
Certainly on the night, I knew I'd done enough to win on the night. But watching it back, I was like, it is close. You know, it was a close fight, but I still had myself winning. I was far more aggressive. I was far fitter. I landed the cleaner shots. I landed the harder shots. I troubled him. He never troubled me. Um, but it was a good fight. You
Mm.
know, I was very proud of it. So yeah, that was my fourth 10 round fight, and puts me in good stead for this next fight, mate. I'm a 10 round fighter.
You nearly had him out of there in round one. You caught him with a flush left hook, I think it was.
Yeah, it was a double left hook, and he showed. I've got to give him credit. He showed a good chin. You know, he really
Mm.
did. And I should have pounced on him a bit more. I nearly had him out there in the ninth round, and then he had a really good 10th round. So that probably, swayed the ref a bit. But it was a brilliant performance from both of us. It really
Mm.
was.
And is that one that you would like to run back in the future?
Maybe if he's got some sort of title or something. Yeah, but I'm not looking past this fight, because if I lose this fight on Saturday, that's my career over. But I will get the victory. I'm very confident. I'll beat this guy, and I'll beat him in good fashion. And then I want titles. I want Commonwealth silver. I want the English title, Brad Pauls. I want the British title.
How hard was it to take that defeat to Jordan, especially when you thought you'd done enough?
Yeah, I mean, you seen us at the end, didn't you? Like, you seen how we were celebrating straight away. My team jumped in the ring. His team and his head was down, mate. They knew they lost that fight. You know, they were like shrugging their shoulders. But we were very confident. But hey, listen, it's in the past now. It was I'm very proud of it. I'm sure he was very proud of his performance, even though he knows I've won. But we both put on an amazing performance, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, everyone was entertained. We're entertainers, and yeah, we both move on. We move forward.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because some people after like three defeats in a row, even one defeat, they go back to fighting journeyman. But with you, that's I said it in our last interview. Straight back in with an opponent, a good opponent as well in Mendy's good fighter. I mean, you just want to fight the best to prove that you're the best.
Completely, and like fighting a journeyman, like that does not get me excited. Like what? I just see that as totally pointless. Certainly at this stage of my career, at 32 years old, like why would I want to do that? I'm a proven 10 round fighter. Um, I've got the engine, I've got the fitness and the minerals to do it. Why would I go back? I was going to be fighting that Darryl Sharp in October,
Mm.
and there was other issues, like there was little injuries and stuff that I had, but like I was not getting excited about that fight. 6 round fight, same day win against a really dangerous guy who it was a lose-lose for me, and I was like, there's no point. There's no point me taking this fight, because my head wasn't in it. You've got to be
Mm.
completely in it. But these 10 round fights against tough top opposition, the kids in the top 15, top 10 in Britain, they're the only fights that get me excited.
Did you like going into the Lions Den when the crowd's against you? Do you like that?
I love it. Absolutely love it. Any type of energy, whether they're booing me or cheering me, I use that energy as fuel. And at the end, they were all full of praise at the end because of the performance. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, you're fighting at the Hilton Hotel in Newcastle. Yes. So, what do you know about your opponent and 10 rounds again?
Yeah, 10 rounds. He's very, very experienced. He's had about 40 pro fights. Beat McCallum Smith, Chris Eubank Jr. He beat Dmitry Chudinev, who was an interim world champion. So he's boxed a lot in Russia. I think he's fought a lot of Eastern Europeans, sort of in their country. In 10 round, 12 round fights. I think his last fight was an 8 rounder. So he's like obviously ready to jump straight in. That was another thing. We had other names, but no one seemed ready for a 10 round fight. And I just think, we're professional boxers in the top 10 and top 15 in Britain. So you're not ready for a 10 round fight. What's all that about? Oh, you need more time. You need more prep. Every top fighter should be ready for to just jump in. But that's not the case. But this guy, some massive credit to him, he was ready.
He fought the other week as well, didn't he?
Yeah, was it 2 weeks ago? Was it?
It was on the 25th. Yeah.
Yeah, well, so he'd be nice and fresh, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm. Did you watch that fight that he had?
No, I haven't seen it. I've watched whatever fights are on YouTube of him. I don't know if it was that last guy. It might have been. I might have watched it, but I can't remember the guy's name.
So, what are you expecting from him? Like,
well, he's got an interesting style. He's quite herky jerky. So he seems a little bit unpredictable, but then he's shorter than me. He won't have the same reach. So, I've got to box him, keep him long and box him.
Would you say he's a bit wild?
Yeah, a little bit. He looks like that. Yeah. Bit of a sort of wiry, wild style.
Do you put any pressure on yourself knowing like it's make or break this fight?
Do you know what it is? Every single fight I put pressure on myself. Yeah, I'm my own worst critic. But with this, for some reason, I just feel the calmest and the most collected I've been, in a long, long time. So whether that's less pressure or more pressure, I couldn't tell you, but I just feel good.
And do you feel like you'll get the knockout, or the main thing is that you get your ham raised Saturday?
Yeah, I'm going in there for 10 rounds. Like, I want to outbox this lad for 10 rounds. If it comes, brilliant. But, I'm expecting 10 rounds of boxing. It's interesting because I was training for a southpaw. Ben McGivern's a southpaw. But we found it really hard to get southpaw sparring. So my last two spars against really top kids, Alex Farrell and Mark Jeffers, and they were both orthodox, and it's worked well because this new opponent is orthodox, and they were both brilliant spars. I've done really, really well. Very, very happy with my performance in those spars. So I was just going to carry that into the fight, Sam, and we will be victorious on Saturday.
Is Mark Jeffers the English champion? Is he?
Yes, yeah, he is. Really good lad, good boxer, really tidy and nice fella.
Is he your weight? Is he or weight above?
He's a super middleweight, so I would still say that's a weight above, because I'm a middleweight. But this is at super middleweight. It'd be my last fight at super middleweight. I felt brilliant at middleweight. You've seen us. I looked great. I felt great. So
when you fought Jordan,
yeah.
So was you v Ben McGivern meant to be at middle, but this opponent's a bit heavier? Is that why it's at super middle?
No, it was even against McGivern. It was meant to be at 76 because he said he couldn't make middleweight. And I was very confident of beating him at super middle. Anyway,
Was that a fight you would look to reschedule or just full focus on Mendy Saturday night?
full focus Mendy, mate. Full focus on Mendy, and then we'll discuss options, the future after. But it's all about Saturday and getting the victory over this lad.
Are you topping the bill Saturday again?
Yep, yeah, top of the bill. Again, there's not many kids who fight 10 rounds after 10 rounds, so deservedly.
Fifth time in a row topping the bill, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that'll be fifth time in a row. And this is my fifth 10-round fight in 10 fights. This is my 10th pro fight, my fifth 10-round fight. What does that tell you about me, about my character and my ambition? I think when I turned professional, I thought everyone had that mindset to want to get to 10 rounds and 12 rounds of fitness straight away. I know kids who are having 10, 12 fights and they're still just ticking over onto 6-round fights. Not the way I'm doing it. But I suppose.
What can fans expect from you Saturday, and how does it feel as always being main event?
It's always good, sometimes you kind of want to get it over and done with, but nah, it's just part. You just learn to enjoy every single minute of the night, of the weeks leading up to the night, fight week, everything. And expect to see me completely outbox this lad and put on a proper boxing performance.
Have you seen that Jordan Reynolds is fighting this Saturday as well?
Is he fighting a 4-round fight, Sam?
I think it's 6.
Might want to double check that.
I'll check it quickly for you. Because he's fine, but no. Oh, it is 4. It is 4.
What's all that about? 4-round fight after an English title eliminator at 10 rounds, and he's going down to 4 rounds. It's strange.
But so you're not impressed with that?
It's just a bit bizarre, isn't it? Once you make that step up, how can you go back down? I would understand an 8, but 4. I don't know, man. It's just, to me, it doesn't show a lot of progression and ambition. And at the end of the day, right,
I'm going down from like winning an English eliminator and then fight and then go back down and fight for a 4-rounder against.
Yeah, I think so. Like, all it says to me is you have you got an issue with your engine, your fitness, I don't know. Listen, it's up to him what he wants to do. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with me. I don't really care, but it just doesn't seem. It's certainly not something I would do. I'm at that 10-round stage now, and I only want 10-round fights. If not 12, with titles on the line.
What do you make of the domestic scene at the minute? Of course, Brad won the English against Mitch Frearson. Did you see that fight or?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was brilliant. Really good performance, and he's impressed me. But I would love that fight down the line. I really would, and I think I would beat him and win an English title. So I want that fight 100%. At some point, domestic scene's amazing. Nathan Heaney. Wow.
Thoughts on that performance? You was there, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was there, and it was just amazing. All the tickets he sold, his crowd, all chanting Stoke songs, and hey, it was phenomenal. It really was. And then I've listened to a lot of interviews with him after, and he just seems like a really genuine, nice fella. Very honest, very humble, and I think he's very good for boxing.
Of course, you sparred Denzel. What do you think went wrong for him, or do you just think Heaney was just the better man on the night?
Yeah, I think a lot of people were saying, "Oh, well, what went wrong for Denzel?" And I think that's quite disrespectful to Heaney, because Heaney put in the performance of his life. But Denzel, he didn't look like he's ferocious, devastating self, did he? So yeah, he might have just had an off night. Unfortunately, it was for the British title, his British title. But it does happen. Of course, it happens. We've all had off nights with, and Heaney boxed tremendously well. It was really impressive. He said he couldn't stand in front of Denzel because he knew Denzel would knock him out. So he just boxed and moved. I thought it was fantastic.
Mm. And of course, Ryan Kelly, I think he's got the Commonwealth silver.
Yeah. Yeah, give me that as well. Give me him. Give me the ball.
You just want everyone, don't you, mate? Anyone.
Like 100%, I'm prepared to jump in. I've got the fitness and the heart to get in for these fights. I'm not going to duck anyone. Give me these opportunities. Because there's so many people out there who just, they make excuses and they say, oh, I'm not ready, or this, that, and the other. It's not the right fight, the right time. Fuck off, man. It's professional boxing. Should be ready. Should be ready all the time to step up for these fights, and I am 100%.
What about if the area title came above, or just anything?
Well, I wanted the area title for this fight at middleweight against Ellis Corey. His team wanted it. Our team put to his team, but yeah, he shit his pants, mate. He didn't want it. Yeah, didn't want the fight.
Has he fought since he fought Sam Gilly?
Nah, he might not fight again. I don't know. I don't really care, but he didn't want to fight me.
What can fans expect from you Saturday night?
Excitement. I'll be coming in. I'm a performer. I'll be coming in with my wolf head again. It's always good to see. And then the performance will be fantastic. People will see again an improved version of myself because I improve every day, every week, every fight camp, every fight. The fight with Jordan, I've learned so much. I was very proud of my performance, but like those little mistakes I made there, I'll be doing everything I can to not make those mistakes in this fight. And I want to just put on a boxing masterclass. I really do.
Mm-hmm. And before I let you go, do you want to thank whether that's manager, trainers, sponsors, anybody?
Yeah, everyone. Listen, all my friends and family who support me. Yeah, Job's Boxing Promotions, my manager and coach and promoter, Matty Jobs, my strength and conditioning coach, John Slaughter. I'll be nowhere without these people. My nutritionist, Jack Cook, shout out the big man. The body repair clinic. Where else has been helping me? My mate who cuts me hair, he sponsors me, John. Apex Male Grooming. So all of that, mate, just everyone. Everyone. Skyline Off Conversions, my main sponsor. They make this dream become a reality, And yeah, and thank you as well, dude, for having me on. And I listened to your interview you had with Carl Boxing Royalty the other week. That was good, mate, because you were giving us sort of good little shout out and good plaudits, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thanks, mate. And from me, mate, as always, good luck with the fight, and go get that win, mate. Rooting for you.
I will, buddy. Thank you very much.
Good luck with the fight, mate. All the best.
Cheers. Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.